And welcome to Sizing It Up with Rick and Diego.
Welcome everyone to Sizing It Up. As Diego mentioned, we're a new podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Where we're just going to talk about random stuff.
Anything and everything.
We hope that everyone out there enjoys it.
Yeah.
And one day we might set up an email or Twitter where you can send your suggestions in.
Yeah.
And tell us what you want us to talk about. We'll just talk about everything. I'm Rick. I'm the dad. I'm older. And Diego's the son. And he's younger. So we have different points.
Yeah. Like he said, I'm the son. I'm the tech guru, I guess you could say. I'm the one that set all this up. I'm almost like the producer, sort of it. I like talking about a lot of things. I've listened to podcasts for maybe about 2 years now, so I know how podcasts usually work. I love talking about movies and comics and games and the news. I think the news is really interesting. And, keeping up to date with what's happening in the world is real important to living in this society. So, yeah.
So it would be interesting. Like I said, I'm Rick. I'm the dad. My views on things are what is considered to be by my kids old-fashioned, which is okay because sometimes I'll still relate. I'm able to relate to Diego and some of the things, and he's able to relate to me. But we also have with us in studio little Eric. Eric is the youngest. He's just a little guy. He's 7.
And the director on every Friday, so
There
yes.
you go. He's a director, and sometimes we'll include him. He won't be on all the time, but we'll try to include him.
Yeah.
So right now we're just going to take a little bit of time, even though we did a little bit, to tell you a little bit about ourselves. We're, like I said, we're just a father and a son trying something new, hoping to attract listeners out there that want to be able to listen to things from different points of views that is not political, that is not so serious, even though some of our conversations may be serious.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people would think that we're arguing, but we never argue. We just have deep discussions.
We just have a very, very conversational debates, almost, if you will. So.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully y'all like it. And if you don't, let us know what we can improve. Like I said, we're new, so just be open-minded.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there and see what happens.
Yeah, that's really the goal of the podcast. It's just to be an open-minded, just like from all points of view, sort of thing. On all sorts of topics. It's gonna be a fun time, and it's really just it's a bonding thing, bonding with me and my father, and bonding with the audience too, getting to know us and getting to know you, and it's gonna be awesome.
We hope that doing this podcast that we'll get to branch out and meet people from different areas of the world, United States, England, wherever you are, chime in. Every once in a while we might have some special guests.
Yeah. That'd be a lot of fun.
Which they'll bring whatever discussions they want to talk about. Or we'll just try to showcase their talents. Maybe there'll be a special guest and they can sing, or they can tell jokes.
Yeah.
Or they have a different point on a topic that we've discussed earlier, and so we'll rehash that topic and go from there. So yeah, we hope you enjoy it. Like I said, there might be a lot of flaws in the beginning.
Of course, there's nothing that you don't start off with that won't have flaws.
So bear with us as we work through all the technical difficulties and the difficulties of just setting up a podcast.
Right.
To be honest with you, we've never done it.
No idea what we're doing.
We basically just bought the stuff and said, let's go for it. And why not, right?
Yeah. It's the internet. You can do whatever you want, whether it's starting a podcast with your father to eating Tide Pods. It's open world.
I went to a restaurant once, and it was called The Cleaners, and we asked what flavor they had, and they didn't even have your favorite, which was Tide. So, although I will say a lot of the stuff we say is in a jokingly manner, so please don't take offense to anything. And if we do offend anyone, my sincere apologies. Because that is not our goal here.
Yeah.
Everybody has different issues, and hopefully we can discuss some of them.
Yeah.
Because I believe that everyone should be treated equal. So a lot of stuff we're just going to joke about too.
Yeah.
So be open-minded, like we said from the beginning. So today, we just, like I said, want to take this time to introduce ourselves and tell you a little bit about the podcast, which we have done. We will have a little agenda that we try to follow.
It's not always going to be perfect. We might go ranting or down a rabbit hole every once in a while, but I mean, we're going to try to keep it.
Wait. If we go down a rabbit hole, is there lights? Because I'm kind of scared of going into new places that I don't know. And I've seen some rabbits have big teeth.
Oh, well, where are you seeing these rabbits?
Well, you said we might go in a rabbit hole, so I'm just like, do we have internet in that rabbit hole? Or is it Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi, whatever it's called nowadays?
No, a rabbit hole is a discussion that just continues growing on each other on itself by what the other person's saying. So let's say I would suggest let's talk about donuts. What flavor of donut do you like? Well, I like cherry. Cherries are a fruit. I love fruit. What's your favorite type of fruit? It'll just keep going and going until we could finally just say, okay, we gotta end it there.
So wait a minute. Let's go back to donuts. Do you have donuts?
I wish I did.
Man, right now we're doing this. We're not calling it a diet, but it's a lifestyle change for everyone in the family.
I'll be honest, I call it a diet.
Yeah.
And so when Diego mentions donuts, man, donuts sounds pretty good to me.
Donuts do sound pretty good. I was thinking about donuts, and I don't really like Shipley's. Shipley's, which is the donut place we have around here. I mean, it's okay. It's no donut stop, but it's okay. But one of my favorites is Krispy Kreme. So I was looking around, seeing where the nearest Krispy Kreme is, and it's like an hour away, all the way in Houston, just to go get some Krispy Kreme donuts. So I think that's messed up. Why can't they have more Krispy Kreme donuts?
But will it be totally worth it?
Of course, it would be totally worth it. I would totally drive an hour to go get Krispy Kreme jelly-filled donuts.
First of all, the Krispy Kreme donuts, to me, are not the best donuts out there. They're good, maybe one or two, but from where we're from originally, in the great state of Texas, in the town of Amarillo, we have a place called
the
Donut Stop,
Man.
Which to me, by far, are
donuts.
the best donuts I've ever had. So if you ever go through Amarillo,
please stop at the Donut Stop.
Stop at the Donut Stop. And feel free to tell you heard it on Sizing It Up.
Yeah, donuts. Maybe we can get a sponsor. Send us donuts all
There we go. Send us some donuts. Come on, send them down. No, see, I guess that was the rabbit hole we went down.
That was a rabbit hole.
And there was Wi-Fi. I'm just saying. Isn't that the term I use nowadays, Wi-Fi?
No, I don't think that's what it's called.
No. Well, I pronounced it, and it's W-I-F-I. To me, it sounds like Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, on this podcast, we will pick a topic of the day. And for the first few, we'll just pick one, whatever it is, whatever it might be. And hopefully, like we said, one day we'll set up an email account or a Twitter account.
Yeah.
And you could definitely tweet us or email us with a topic that you would think you would like to hear us discuss.
Yeah.
And we'll take those and go from there and see. Hopefully we meet your needs or answer your questions. And feel free to send us some questions when we set it up.
Yeah.
So,
we're always going to, once it's set up, we're always going to be open to new suggestions, criticisms. So as long as they're helpful criticisms, not just like, oh, y'all guys suck, y'all are boring. No, like, if you want to criticize us, actually try to help us be a better podcaster and, help us improve our channel so that we can help us and then eventually help y'all.
Yeah, we know we're going to get haters out
Yeah.
there. Everybody's always drinking that hater-aid.
Eating them hater tots.
Yep, don't even know, jumping into Kool-Aid, don't even knowing the flavor.
Right.
But, we'll take that into consideration. If you tell us we suck, okay, we bounce back.
Yeah.
Because we're resilient, and that's what we do. In our whole life, we are able to bounce back, and that's what I show my kids, bounce back, no matter what. You can't please everybody, but as long as you're happy and having fun, and if we bring a smile to anyone out there, and one person laughs and gets a check on, we brighten their day, then hey, we've done our go.
Haters back off.
That's always the mindset I've wanted to follow my entire life.
So yeah, our podcast goal is to start off with 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Some might be shorter than others.
Some might be longer.
Some might be longer, depending on the topic of the day. So today, our topic was going to discuss how good is Tiger Woods. I am a big Tiger Woods fan. And as we know, he's at the Bridgestone this weekend. He's currently 6 under. He just finished up for the day. To me, I think he's still good. He still has it, and I think he's still relevant to the game of golf.
Okay, I agree with you. I think he is relevant, and he's made a comeback from whatever happened a while back, all the controversy behind him. But okay, I'm not really into all the sports. I'm not that kind of person. I like golf and I like baseball, and that's about it. But what I have watched from golf, and when Tiger Woods does play, I've noticed I've seen better. I want to be honest. I have seen better in my fellow classmates.
Wait a minute. Your classmates cannot go beat Tiger Woods.
I'm not saying that they can go beat Tiger Woods, but some of the things that he does while playing the game, and then what I've seen in my fellow classmates, and I've done the golf camp and all such one classmates. I'm talking about other golf camp people, but I've seen better maneuvers from myself, my family, and my classmates than I have seen in Tiger Woods.
Okay, I want to know who in your family that you've seen shot better than Tiger Woods.
Myself. And I mean, you're not that bad at golf. I think you're just humble, and I mean, I've seen better. I've seen better in you than I've seen in him.
Well, to me, Tiger Woods is good. And if it wasn't for Tiger Woods, the PGA attraction wouldn't be as big. Because you can tell when Tiger Woods was not playing, people attending the events was way down. I don't have the numbers. As soon as Tiger Woods came back, man, the crowds that follow Tiger Woods are huge.
It's true.
Even if he doesn't win, even if he's not in. So, that is my feelings on Tiger Woods. And my hot topic of the day was saying how much I enjoy watching Tiger Woods. I think he still loves the game. And all those new players nowadays that play that are way young. Tiger Woods is 42 years old. So he's not a young guy playing this sport. And golf is hard. It's a consistent sport that you have to play over and over, day in and day out, to be any good. And Tiger Woods continues to do that after 3-4 years of being out of the game, coming back after multiple surgeries, back surgeries, still coming back and playing the game and still being able to compete. Is it going to take time to get his swing back and get his shots the way they were? Is he ever going to be that way? No, probably not. But if you ask those young golfers now on the tour, they say they grew up idolizing and watching Tiger Woods. And that's why they play the game today. So I'm not saying that he's better than them. I'm saying he's still relevant and good for the game of golf.
Do you watch Tiger Woods for the story and the personality of Tiger Woods, or do you watch him for his actual skills? Because when I totally understand what you're saying, with the whole his story and how he was in his prime, he was an amazing golf player at that time. Of course, he was back in his prime. He was amazing, and then controversy happened and facts or controversies.
Thank you, Jimmy Fallon. Shout
out. These controversies and the surgeries, as you mentioned, and then them coming back and inspiring all these younger golfers and even current golfers today, and just that story of Tiger Woods versus his actual skill level. I think there's a difference in between watching him for skill and say, wow, he is really good. Which he's still okay, but is it just for his story, or is it because
I follow Tiger Woods his entire career? I don't watch him for his story because I could care less. People have personal lives, and what happens in your personal life shouldn't be broadcast over the media, even though I know that's the type of generation that people we are today. People want to follow certain things and this celebrity and that celebrity saying, oh, this is what happened to him. I followed Tiger Woods from the day he started golfing, still to this day, because of how good he is and what he's done for the sport, especially for minorities. And I think that brought a lot of more minorities to the golfing game, to people who would have never even picked up a golf club. People who live in low-income housing areas or low-income cities, or they have low-income because golf is not a cheap hobby.
Oh, it's not at all.
It's not. So to be able to get these other kids, and if they're able to get them out of the situation they are to go play golf, he's done that. And that, to me, is good. And he still plays. Yesterday, he made a 50.5-foot putt. That's not accident. That is skill. Are there bad shots? Every golfer has bad shots. So, to answer your question, I watch Tiger Woods for what he's done for the sport and because he's good.
Yes, I mean, that's really valid. Those are all.
So, do you agree then that Tiger Woods is good for the golfing game?
Yeah, I never said that he's not good for the golf.
You keep telling me every time I tell you let's watch him, and we watch him, that he's overrated.
He is.
How is he overrated?
Just like, trying to think.
He's not overrated.
He is. I mean, it's just that, like, I don't know how to explain it. He is.
I would have to chalk that up as 1 dad, 0 Diego. So, what do you think, Eric?
Tiger Woods is great. Like, putting it out there, any golf player, when he tries to play, you can't just be like Tiger Woods, like, just like that. He just, like, you gotta practice a lot, and that's what he did, and no one can be like him.
I agree. So that's my hot topic of the day. So, Diego, what topic do you have for today?
Alright, we have our first fan suggestion, even though we don't have any fans yet.
Technically we do have fans.
Okay,
even if they're family, they're fans. But some of your family will not like what we do.
Sure.
And that's okay.
That's true.
I don't like what y'all be doing either. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, the first fan suggestion comes from my Uncle Mike and my dad's brother Mike. And that's how it is. What makes a sandwich a sandwich? Is it meat or something in between two pieces of bread? Because then would that make a hamburger sandwich? Would that make a hot dog a sandwich? What do you think makes a sandwich a sandwich?
Well, I personally have never looked up the definition of a sandwich.
Right.
But if you're asking me just on a whim, I would say a sandwich is something between two pieces of bread. However, and I have this argument with Mom, just picking her, not really argument, picking on her, is I tell her, well, hot dog is a sandwich. But I don't consider a hot dog a sandwich.
Me neither. I've never considered that.
So I know a bun is bread.
Right.
So we're saying it's a piece of meat between two breads, between two pieces of bread. Then technically, if that is the definition, then the hot dog would be a sandwich.
Would technically be a sandwich. Yeah, I mean,
you can turn it into a
sandwich. Yeah, you could. But it's a hot dog. It can't be a sandwich. There's got to be definite rules to be a sandwich. Like a hamburger is a sandwich. Like I think we can agree on that. Like a hamburger is a sandwich. It's got something in between two pieces of bread.
So would you classify sandwich meat between two pieces of bread that come apart?
Yeah.
Because a hot dog bun technically is connected. Now, yeah, we know you can pull it apart, so save the argument on that. I know hot dog bun, different brands that you buy are not as good as other brands, and as soon as you open them, they tear, so technically, yeah, I know that. But we're considering that if you got a good, nice hot dog bun, and it's stuck together, it doesn't tear apart. Right. So would you classify a sandwich being that two pieces of bread that are torn apart, not connected?
Yeah, I think.
Because technically, a sandwich you make on sandwich bread.
Right.
A hamburger you make on hamburger buns.
Buns, you're right.
Buns. Hot dog bun.
Buns.
So are we putting hamburgers because they're in it with buns in the bun category, or a sandwich bread, a loaf bread?
I think with the bun controversy is that the hamburger buns are disconnected. That they've always been disconnected. You never have you honestly ever had a connected hamburger bun ever in your entire life?
That's what I'm saying. It's a
But-
bun.
But every hot dog bun has at one point in time been connected. That with that little hot dog shape. So, I mean, with the you could classify a hamburger sandwich because I think that a sandwich is when the breads are disconnected. They've never been connected before, being cut into made that side.
So, when I look it up and I just use the search option on my phone, I'm not going to give credit to anybody until we get sponsors. That's just the real deal. But everybody knows what it is. Sandwich, the word sandwich, the way it's pronounced, is a noun. An item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. So technically, a hot dog Oscar Mayer wiener is put in between two pieces of bread, therefore considered a hot dog.
But
a sandwich.
It's not two pieces of bread because the hot dog bun isn't two pieces. It's one piece that's cut in the middle to open like a hot dog shape.
I would have to go with my official opinion stated here today on sizing it up, and I'm going to size it up as a hot dog is a sandwich.
It is.
Because it is a between, it fits and falls under
A sandwich.
the definition. A piece of meat or something put in between two pieces of bread, eaten as a light meal.
I'm going to have to disagree because I honestly don't think that a hot dog could be considered a sandwich because it's not between two pieces. That hot dog bun is one piece. Before you can tear it apart or whatever, it usually comes out as one piece of bread.
Actually,
just with a cut in the middle, so
okay.
you can put the dog.
What if the bread's weak and you open it and it's already taken apart?
Every bread comes out as one piece until it's cut apart. Okay. Bread is cut as a loaf.
You're right.
They slice it apart. So one piece of bread, I don't know if this is considered a pita bread.
Right.
They cut the pita bread in the middle, open it, and put the meat inside of it. That would be one. Is that a sandwich?
No, I would have to say no. I would say a pita bread and a pita would be a sandwich then.
It's one piece of bread.
It's one piece of bread. That's the same as the hot dog is not a sandwich.
I would say a hot dog has to be a sandwich.
It's not.
It's in between two pieces. Everything starts off as a loaf. A loaf of bread starts off as a loaf.
Its thing is not like when you're making a hamburger bun, right? You are purposely making it two pieces of bread. When you are making a hot dog bun, you are not making it two pieces. You are making it one piece still. When that final product comes to, it is two pieces of bread for a bun. But when a hot dog comes, it is one piece.
It is a piece of meat placed in the middle of the bread. Therefore, to me, it would be considered a sandwich.
I don't know. I don't think we can agree on this one.
I think
we would have to agree to disagree.
We have to agree to disagree.
So, I say a hot dog is a sandwich.
And I say it's not.
What do you say, Eric?
it is because, it can be because sometimes you can get really weak bread and you open it and it's cut apart. And you can't do anything about it but make it a sandwich. So it is a sandwich. It is a sandwich.
I agree with Eric. And when I was little, and I believe not just me, but I believe everybody has done this. Sometimes we wanted hot dogs and we didn't have hot dog buns.
Right.
So we took bread, folded it up in the middle, and placed the winning inside that bread. So is that a hot dog or is that a sandwich? We're not using a hot dog bun.
But you're only using one piece of bread. Therefore, this goes back. That's what makes it a hot dog is because it's still one piece of bread folded in the middle so it can go around the hot dog. What you just said has proved my statement correct. You're saying you got one piece of bread.
So technically, that would be considered a hot dog in between one slice of bread. A hot dog bun is technically 2 slices of bread.
It's not.
It's not one big slice. Like a hamburger bun. If you look at it, it's one piece sliced in half.
Right. To make it 2 pieces.
A hot dog bun is sliced in the middle to make it 2 pieces.
But never disconnected.
Front part and an end part, so you can close them together.
But it's never disconnected. That's what I'm trying to
90% of the time, that hot dog bun
will break.
Right. So at that point, when you make it a hot dog.
Right.
And then by the time you take it and go sit down and pick it up to eat it, it's torn apart. At that point, it becomes a sandwich?
No.
Yeah, you just said 2 pieces of bread.
Right.
So at that point, it becomes 2 pieces.
But if the cut of bread in the middle is accidental, then it doesn't count.
No, that's not accidental. It tore apart because it's supposed to be 2 pieces of bread.
No, it's not.
They just don't slice it all the way.
Because it's not supposed to be 2 slices of bread.
It is a sandwich because once it comes apart by your definition, just like you throw it in my face, throwing it back in your face, you said 2 pieces of bread. At that point, it becomes 2 pieces of bread. A sandwich that you can put in 1 slice of bread stays together, therefore that would be a hot dog. So if you want to have hot dogs, people, use a sliced piece of bread. That way it does not come apart. And if it does, then you put too much dang sauce on it anyway. You don't need that much ketchup and mustard and relish. Nobody needs that stuff. A regular ballpark dog is all you need.
Sponsored by Ballpark Dog.
Sponsored by no one. That is my stance on it, and that's what it is.
I'll agree that you're allowed to have your own stance on the issue.
You would agree that a sandwich is something between 2 pieces of bread.
2 separate
and when that
slices.
hot dog bun comes apart, it is considered 2 pieces of bread, therefore becoming a sandwich. By golly George, let it be heard here by me on sizing it up. A hot dog is a sandwich because you show me a hot dog bun that's going to stick together with everything on it, not just a weenie, and that's it. Because I won't say no one. Very few people eat a hot dog with nothing on it.
That's true.
Most of the time you see them at the ballpark because we had one too many. I'm just putting it out there. That's what happened. But if I'm at the ballpark, I put all kinds of stuff. If I'm playing golf and we stop at the clubhouse at the 9th hole, we get a hot dog, we put everything on it. And that bun falls apart, then all my nice polo is all dirty. And I get kicked out of the golf course because now I'm not presentable.
See,
who has the judge hammer?
No.
Yeah.
So, that's my stance on it.
That's your stance, and I say my stance. I just don't think it is. I just don't think.
So, our other one we were going to come to is the name of our podcast.
Right. Sizing it up.
Sizing it up. And eventually we're going to have music, thanks to our great music writer in the family, Uncle Michael, which we'll refer to as Uncle Mike from now on. So when we talk about Uncle Mike, that's my brother, Uncle Mike.
And that's my uncle.
And he'll be putting some music together for us. So thank you, Uncle Mike. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out, man.
And we'll be looking forward to that. So our podcast is only going to get better.
Of course. It can only get better with time.
So,
like bananas.
Sizing It Up is the name of our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Our last name is Size.
As you can see, it is spelled S-A-I-Z. That's in our last name is pronounced Size.
Size. So, we were discussing how do we want to title when we place it on the interweb for people to look online.
On the line.
On the line for our podcast. I said you would spell it S-A-I-Z '-ing it up.
Right.
And Diego looked at it like, why are you spelling it that way?
My thing was, I was thinking we would put a hyphen, right? I mean, it's a hyphen between.
Wait, you think that's what they're called?
Yeah.
Really?
Do I look like an English major to you?
Yes.
Look up a little bit and to your right. You wear glasses now, so yeah.
Anyway, I think that's what they're called. Don't quote me on that. But I would think that when you put size-ing it up. But that, had said Saizing, no dash.
But apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
Yeah, I did right there.
You did?
Well, because my writing is messy, but that's what that is, an apostrophe.
Oh,
So,
oh damn, apostrophe. That doesn't make much sense.
it would look, and that one day y'all be able to see it.
No, apostrophe just wouldn't work. That doesn't make any grammatical sense.
It's not supposed to make grammatical sense.
Sure it does.
We're
How would
just,
we be taken seriously if our own logo doesn't make
that's
grammatical
the thing.
sense?
I don't want to be taken seriously. I want this to be open-minded, and by maybe making it not grammatically correct, that shows people like, we're just here to have fun and have real discussions.
Right.
So I'm not worried about being correct.
You don't want to be politically correct.
You don't want to be arrested?
Wait a minute. Depends whose politics we're talking. But we're trying to stay off of politics on this podcast because there's too much politics in the news as it is. So I'm still thinking that it should be S. I just don't like the way it looks with a hyphen in it.
I don't deal with it. Yeah. The only ones I can't see the apostrophe. I just don't get it. But I could see just nothing, just Saizing.
Yeah, well, people would like, is that your name? Where did y'all get sizing it up?
Right.
And they won't really. But more to follow on that, we might try putting it out there one time as mine, one time as Diego's, one time as Eric's. And went out there, and if we get more and more listeners, hopefully people will chime in.
Yeah.
Once Diego creates this awesome Twitter account.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
And we'll go from there.
Alright, I got another topic for us. So, Sony is making a Venom movie. We've gotten a few trailers. That's basically everyone's thing about it. I
don't mind Venom. I really don't mind Venom. But he's a villain.
He's a villain, yeah.
How can you make a Venom movie? And let me get my resident expert in this. My resident expert. How can you make a villain movie without Spider-Man of Venom? How can you make a movie with Venom without Spider-Man?
Right? Spider-Man is such an important part of Venom. You know, it's what gives him the Spider-like powers. It's what's giving him the giant white logo, which, if you've seen the trailer, he doesn't have.
He doesn't have a suit on.
He doesn't. He's just the big monster. No logo, no nothing.
And from what I can tell, and then I'm gonna let Eric chime in here. Okay. But from what I can tell, on this preview that I saw, but only saw like 2 or 3, whatever Diego's showing me, is that this guy, Eddie Brock, I got it right. Woohoo! High five to me! Woohoo! That he wants to be good, but Venom is not good.
Venom's not good at all.
And I don't like Venom's voice in it either. Like, really? So, Eric, tell me about it.
So, in one of the comic storyline, he is an anti-hero in that storyline. And that's what they're trying to do, make him an anti-hero. And if you see the trailers, well, that's not what he's doing in the trailers. But as I just said, he has nothing on his chest.
He doesn't have the white spider symbol. There's nothing in this movie that is connecting him to Spider-Man, which I think is a real shame, because this definitely means that he's not going to be in the MCU, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is all the Marvel movies like Iron Man and Avengers. It's not going to be connected to another.
So basically what Sony's trying to do is cash in.
Oh, that's exactly what they're trying to do. So they can keep the rights and not give it back to Marvel.
Will we go watch it?
Probably.
Most likely. Sure we will. Let's just keep it real. We would go watch it. Yeah. And we would come out and maybe even like it.
Maybe. And if it's a good movie, good job. It's a good movie. You haven't really made it.
I just don't feel like they should make a Venom movie without... Who's he fighting? He's a bad guy killing bad guys?
He's going to be fighting the other symbiotes. And his name is going to be Riot. And there's going to be other few in there.
Hopefully Carnage.
Carnage may be in there.
Isn't Carnage fight Spider-Man as well?
Yeah, Carnage. Carnage is actually a villain of both Venom and Spider-Man.
He is a serial killer, so why not?
Carnage brought Venom and Spider-Man to be partners for like a short storyline, and it's a really cool story. If you haven't read it, I think it's the Lethal Protector. That's what the story.
Wait. Let's go back. Did you say if you haven't read it?
If you haven't read it, It's a cool story.
So for all those out there who like to read, go read it, like Diego said. But yeah, I'll wait for the movie. That's just me. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the movie. But that's my take on it.
So, but I saw from a YouTube video. There might a chance in that movie that there might be something on there while he might evolve. His chest, like you see in the trailer, he has lines on his chest.
He has the white veins on his chest. But I think that's the closest thing they're gonna get.
Maybe.
I think it's gonna evolve into like some sort of something. That might be silly, but that might happen.
If they can fool us all with a snap of a fingers and take away Black Panther
and Spider-Man, the
Wasp. I mean, and
only
leave the rabbit.
Only leave Rocket Raccoon.
The rabbit. Then
all the original Avengers.
Maybe spoilers for Infinity War ahead.
Maybe we're in for a treat.
But
it's not surprise.
It's not made by any of the Marvel people. And the Marvel people have no connection to this movie whatsoever.
Just saying.
I mean, it could happen.
If you want something to really surprise people and throw people for a loop-de-loop, why wouldn't you put it out there that, we have nothing to do with it. We have nothing to do with it. And all of a sudden, bam!
Spider-Man pops up, or like in the background, a TV, and like an end credit scene.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of things. People, could be that, could be that. And there's definitely a possibility. They own the rights to that character. They can do whatever they want. And it's definitely a possibility. But just the likelihood of it is just not at all. And I'll give the movie props. The CGI of how Venom looks does look really cool. Like if I were to imagine Venom without the spider and all that, that's what he would look like. He looks genuinely scary and how Venom should look.
Well, that's why they just kind of looks goofy.
Without the Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, he does look
cool.
Looks cool.
I'm not going to lie. However, I still don't like the concept, but I will give the movie a chance.
Definitely give the movie a chance, yeah.
We watch them all.
And hopefully it's not rated R, because that actually looks really good. I really want to see it.
It's definitely going to be rated R.
How do you know?
Because they talked about Venom's going to be chopped.
That's okay. We'll go see it as a family. It's probably going to be that because of blood.
Yeah.
So
they say that Venom is going to be chomping on some heads during the movie.
Mm.
Well, everybody gets hungry, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
so
why not?
With that being said, we hope
on that note
that you have all enjoyed our first podcast.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing this.
There's going to be many more to come.
Hopefully.
We will hopefully improve.
Of course.
And for those of you who listen to this podcast and know us,
thank you.
Feel free to tweet my producer, Diego Saizing.
Yep, that's
if you know him, you have his number.
My Twitter handle is @SergeantGamer01.
He'll take any suggestions.
Of course.
And we'll go there.
Yeah. Of course, this is going to be posted on YouTube, so you can leave all the comments down below, and I will personally read them, and I will maybe even reply. I probably will, because that's just who I am. So leave a comment down below, like the podcast, and share it with everyone you know. We want to be our podcast known, so we can be a thriving community, and of open-minded. Just want people who want to discuss things and have a great podcast to listen to. Yeah. That's all we want.
Like Diego said, share it with everybody you know. And of course, we know it's not the best. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the #1 podcast in the world. That's
not yet.
Not our goal right now. Our goal is just to get started and take the honest feedback from everybody. So share it with your friends, share it with your family. And be honest and let us know.
Share with your doctors, your cats,
your dogs. If you think we're wasting our time, then put that down there.
Yeah, put that in the comments.
And we'll respond to you.
Probably.
And show it to all of your pets, squids, fish, dogs.
We're gonna try to do 1 or 2 a week.
About 1 a week.
1 a week.
How it is.
Depending on how. Maybe if you request some, if we get special topics, if we see something on the news.
Like if breaking news happens, I know Disney just recently bought Fox.
Can you believe Disney just had 3 movies go over the $1 billion mark?
Really? Which ones? So we know Avengers: Infinity War.
Avengers, Black Panther. And Incredibles.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Disney's first company ever to go over the $1 billion mark.
And Incredibles 2 is like the first kid movie to go over 2 hours.
There you go. 2 hours kid movie.
Pixar.
Over 2 hours kid movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a great feat for them. Good job, guys.
So if you're part of the Disney family, reach out to us.
Yeah.
I'll be your brother.
I kind of want to be an intern. Yeah.
So
sponsored by Disney himself.
Yeah, Walt
with that being said, have a great weekend.
Of course.
And
tell people you love that you love them. It's always important.
Spend every day as if it was your last day.
Of course. And remember, just eat a lot of pizza.